EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Unlock line.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris, fights off the defender. Still on his feet. Najee Harris racing to the end zone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Najee Harris, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Brown goes in motion left.
70 Rangers.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
2nd down and 8.
Check. Ready.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Stiff-armed him. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 97 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Ravens at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. This is 2nd and 8. 2nd down, here's Richardson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Off play action, Richardson. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Colts. Gerald Everett, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Now the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On second down, it's Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Stroud on third down now. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
79 Broncos.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
On the set.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Noah Fant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Harris, flexing his muscle at the 30. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
No.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Fights through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
George Pickens. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Bronco switch. Ready.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On the bootleg, Stroud sliding out of the pocket. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
On the ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They run for it with Harris. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On the on the ball.
Richardson. He finds McKinnon, complete. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Richardson's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
Back to the air with Richardson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
60 Mavericks.
Richardson working from the gun. He's got room at the 30. He's got room to roam. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now it's Richardson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Julian Love picks it. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Street. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19 Pioneer. 19 Lion.
Stroud looking to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 41.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ready?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready, ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Richardson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 5.
Stroud to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Richardson.
He'll buy some time right.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
Touchdown, Colts. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 35 yards.
And the Colts are back within a score.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to in. As he's dropped at the 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, here we go. Go, Reed, go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stroud looking to change the play.
Third down and 7.
Out of the gun now on third down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on a punt for the first time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Dragon 60.
Richardson to throw off play action. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On third down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Okay, break. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
And Stroud now to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
18, Pioneer.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
His throw incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ready.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Patrick Queen buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around and punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
This is fielded at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
70 Ranger. 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Smash. Ready.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the give, this is Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler.
Stroud. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down.
Trap 60. Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Christian Kirk, 40 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stroud. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they're going to speed things up here. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the early struggles.